Hi everybody, my name is Piero and I'm here today to ask you a question. So think about the last trips that you made in Vienna and the choices that they involved. First of all, you chose a place that you wanted to go to, then the means of transport. Maybe along the way you saw something else you hadn't considered and then you just stopped by. And then eventually you reached the place that you were meant to and you met some people who happened to be there at the same time as you. Now my question is, did you take all of these choices, including the people that you would meet there? I think that's probably not the case. It's rather the case that the city decides for you many of these. And as you may have already understood, I spend most of my time doing my PhD trying to understand where people go and why they do it. Of course, I don't know who they are. So here I show you 3 of my patients, so to speak, to whom I gave random names. So they're Anna, Franz, and Monica. And Anna works in an area where there are lots of supermarkets, shops, and many other interesting things. And Monica, on the other hand, is pretty far from all of them. You won't be surprised if I tell you that Anna goes grocery shopping by walking. Monica takes a bus, even though maybe they didn't really choose to. And you're maybe a bit more surprised if I tell you that Anna goes shopping more often, just because there's the shops right there. And also, at the end of the week, it turns out that she spent a lot of time outside, even though all of the shops are very close to her place. And this is because maybe one time she was going to the supermarket, but then along the way she saw a super cool second-hand shop and she bought some clothes. And the next time she was going through a park and she said, why not taking a longer walk? But I think we're now ready for the most surprising piece of information that I will give you today. That is, apart from this, once she reaches her destination, Anna most frequently meets people that are very similar to her in terms of their income, their ethnicity, and also in terms of their level of education. On the other hand, Monica meets a very diverse set of people. So going back to our initial question, I think that an honest answer would sound more or less like this. If the Viennese-born mostly encounter other Viennese-born, and rich people mostly encounter other rich people, it is partly because they choose to. But the remaining share of the responsibility is probably to be attributed to the way we design our cities. Thank you.